Hey YouTube, so today I'm going to show real quick how you do this little pull. What you're going to do is you get these little frag zombies and get it done. Now, there's a video about this, I'll have in the comments below. Like that was like the original like inspiration for this, but I'm going to show you like how to do this shit a little bit more faster. Now the thing is, I will say right now though, is that like the original pull, there's different ways to do it, but there's a lot of shit that can like easily fuck up the pull. And what I say, if you're trying to do this like while leveling, this is actually really fucking good. You'll need your mount though. I'd say you'll probably need about 4k mana. Honestly, for this pull, you could really avoid not having a lot of stamina. Like, you don't need to have full-on eagle gear. You could probably have a lot of owl gear, like, you know, intellect and spirit. Spirit would actually help out a lot here. But you really, like, need a little bit of stamina to get across this shit. So, luckily, though, if you're about 47, 48, this is what I'd recommend doing. You can probably do this at 45, but you have to go a little bit slower trying to do these. And it's still fast. Like even if like you're doing this 40 to 45, so you'll get more XP because the lower XP amount and these things will be comparable to your level. So I'm gonna show you how to do this here. So usually what I do, we're gonna start the timer. I get my nice little ice barrier up and then mana shield, and I mount up. Now you can put fire shield or whatever, but I don't think I really encounter any fire spells while going unless I get hit by like one of the totems. So here, all you gotta do is just get into these pack. It's not a big deal. You're gonna pull these more likely. So I'm just going to jump across here. And we get bodied by these. We take a few hits. So we're going to keep going here. Try to avoid this pack. Usually if you go right side, you don't deal with much. Just go far right. You might pull the guys in the back. By the time we get over there, it should not be a big deal though. Now this guy's going to come by. We're going to try to drive this by. We might fuck this up though. Oh, nope, we got it. Cool. Now normally if you're like 45 around there, or like you just fucked up the pull badly and you're like dazed, you want to stop in here because this will LOS them. There's again, the reference video for this shows how to do it, but otherwise, like, just keep going here. I think all the actual, like, graveyard videos show it anyways, but this actually can be really useful if you're trying to also, AoE, like, grind in here, like, money and shit. Because you can do this a lot easier. So, keep going here. Alright, we're still going to be going for a good minute. Oh, great. Grab these packs. See, now we don't have, like, barrier up anymore, so we can get dismounted if we got hit by a melee attack or another spell. So, we're good though. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably take a melee from this witch doctor. Yeah, it's not a big deal. So now here, we're going to pull up. We're going to aggro the boss because it's like really paramount to actually do that. And then while these are going, I'm just going to go up here, ice barrier. Get up here as fast as I can. Practice jump a little bit before you actually like do this shit consistently because that pull will fuck you up. And you want to get up here as soon as you can. Now you see how this mob's aggroed here? This might reset, this might not. So everything else is resetting. This character is not because it's like right here. Well, it's not this character, like this NPC. Now it's finally resetting. But if it's like way too close, you're going to have to jump down, probably Nova it somewhere else, and just go from there. Now we can just break this totem real quick. Not a big deal. So these ads are up. That's not even really a big problem. So you're going to go for Ice Barrier or Mana Shield again. And the reason why we're doing that is like a little bit of extra insurance. Now there's usually a patrol that comes around here. Now, this is something I recommend really quick is that you have Leatrix and you have faster auto-looting on. You're just going to auto-loot these graves for like a little bit of extra cash on the side. Now, zombies are going to spawn. This is the first pull you'll do. Try and do it as fast as I can by actually looting most of the graves, if not all of them, hopefully. But sometimes can't get too lucky. Move that one. We're going to blink out of here. This one's like not even touched, so it's not a big deal. We're going to jump up here, get in the corner. The first one, ooh, we got it's still about 1 gold almost. That's not bad. So get that, you're going to wait here. Because when you do the actual pull, you're not going to have time to get the graves. Like, it's not going to be something you can do. So, alright, that's reset, that's cool. Go back to it. You can probably mount here, it's faster. You're going to mount, and all you're going to do is we're just getting the back. So you have all these ones right here. So you got the first pull done. Now we have 2 more pulls to do. This one's a little bit... I like it when it's RNG, and these ones don't actually spawn zombies. We'll see if it happens this time around. Yeah, it's spawning zombies, so it's not a big deal. We can manage with this. I need us to be fast on these. Because you gotta be careful, because you don't want to like right-click melee one of the zombies here, and it's just really annoying. You gotta keep going. Should probably get this one. I'll go for this. A little bit sketchy here, but I'm the best mage in the world, so I can just do this. Get up here, and X again. I'm just gonna wait. Now, what you can do if you don't really want to accelerate, if you have like a lot of cloth and shit, just bandage. You get a lot of mage weave from this, so you can make a lot of heavyweight mage weave bandages, but Ruincloth is dirt cheap on this like low pop server I'm on, so I'm not even stressing it. So have all these pulled now. Now we're doing good. Now this one's like a victory lap. You can get this one if you really insist. I might just grab it for the shit of it here, because this is the final pull you're gonna do. So I'm gonna grab this one real quick just for the hell of it. Hey, we didn't even get a zombie from the one time big deal. I'm doing this ass backwards because I thought a zombie would spawn, but it didn't. But I usually start at the top and go down because like usually you want to know where the mobs are close. Now we got a patrol there. It's not a big deal. And you're gonna jump in the corner again. It's a little bit tricky, but I think they might reset here. So worst case scenario, you can do a different thing. Now you're gonna go for your mage armor here. I probably should bind this at some point, but I'm using my FPS mouse right now, so I don't have a lot of buttons I really want to mess with. Wait for a second here. These all despawn. Cool. Now while you're mage armoring here, I'm just keeping this up just for the shit of it. I like the, nice little cosmetic effect that it does. While it should give me like an actual, mana shield without using actual mana. And what you do here, you can jump over this. I just want to do this here because I'm about to dismount anyways and eat. Is that you're going to dismount. You're going to have your shit up. You could like bring potions to this. You're going to get a few of these and these potions from this pull shit. You might get some of these as well. You usually get these from the graves, but not a big deal. And you're also, I recommend having a mana citrine up, like your tier 3 gem, I'd probably say, and your tier 2, which is your mana jade. Have those up. You'll probably burn through this first, obviously, but you might have enough to get this up. And if you're lower level with a lower mana capacity, like a cap, I really suggest having it. Again, having pots on the side, though, does not hurt at all. So we're getting pretty close here. Dampen magic really does not matter. I just like using it to see across the pole initially, like, trying to get in here. But it's not a big deal. So this way, people do it different. I like to do it like this. So I pray for, you want to get like one mob here, you gotta be very careful. You can fall down here, but you can probably reset, no problem. You're gonna rank 1 blizzard right about here if I can get it. Can I get it? Let's get a little bit closer. Oh. Oh. I guess I've got an unlucky pull here. Okay. So usually there's a zombie can like hit here, like, blizzard it far, but like, we're kind of getting unlucky with this one. So not a big deal. What we can do is when we try getting these, I have a lot of mana anyways. AoE these. Now they're not, you see like they're aggro, make sure it takes first, but like they're aggro. Now they're all going to pull down. A bunch of these are going to go. Now here's the big deal here, because you also want to get this pack. But the zombies will stop like based on like where you're at. Like it's really weird, so you want to make sure to keep going here. So like a bunch of them are still going, because that one's like stopped for a sec. Now here, are coming up. I'm going to give it a tick now. Now this is usually where they have to like do this little circle loop. That's fine. So now this one's coming close to me. Now I gotta get moving from here, because this one hit me. I don't get dazed. Just gotta jump. Now they're running back. And this is gonna be rinse and repeat. Like, I'm gonna wait for these to get close, and then I'm gonna jump again, because that one's a little bit straggling. And I'm just gonna Nova here. Now you wanna get a little bit clustered up, because you're gonna see why later. You're gonna want these really clustered. Not only obviously it's gonna be for like you to actually, deal with them, but there's a lot of other reasons. Now, usually when like there are range in your blizzard, like the other blizzard getting closer to you, you just want to like go and jump anyways, so you can like make them change their direction where they're running, because they'll run faster and probably cluster up a lot more easier. That's just like a basic AoE guide though thing. So now they're all clustered up. That one kind of straggled. That's kind of shitty. Not a big deal though. So we're gonna go for a full max rank here. This one's probably gonna hit me, but I'm not stressing it. This is why Ice Spirit is sometimes good to have on your initial pull. So I'm gonna jump again. Now my mana's a little bit lower, so I can actually pop mana citrine with a like actual mana pull where it's more effective, and the timer is beginning for it. So that's pretty good. So this one's getting close. I'm gonna jump again. I think I'm gonna rank one more time here, just to get these all clustered up, And then it should be about good. Now when these things are actually like aggro and you deal damage to them, like and you get on here, they won't like have that like the weird thing where like they're trying to evade, which is really nice. Now these are getting pretty substantially close. That's not a big deal. We're gonna jump back. We're gonna sit around for a second, because I want this like to go back and forth. If the mobs are close to dying, you can probably see it. These will always die first because they're non-elites. That's not a big deal, but you want to be careful about that shit, because if they die like way too far on the side here, you will not be able to loot them. And personally, I'm a huge autist about min-maxing loot, so I want to make sure these things like die like at least a little bit close here. Now these ones, a little bit of a mess of a pull, but I think this will fix it if I can just get this jump really quick here. Yeah, that should fix it a little bit. I mean, that's one straggling back, but it'll catch up. And you guys literally, as long as you make this jump, it might have problems with like different characters. Like if you're a gnome, might be a little bit long jump. You might have to get these like the speed enchant for your boots. But otherwise, right now, I'm perfectly fine doing this. Like if you're undead and you can like actually like maneuver around the jump, it's very simple. One thing I would heavily suggest doing that probably will help with jump is that obviously you want to jump your mouse, but if you're like strafing while jumping, um, this is something that's also a really good thing for like actually playing the game, is that don't use like turn left, turn right for your AD keys. I heavily suggest putting strafe left and strafe right for your AD keys, and just like leaving your turn left, turn right for your actual arrow keys in case you need to do something as a tank, like positioning wise, because otherwise it's very like unrealistic that those things will actually benefit you versus strafing, because strafing also helps a lot with movement in itself. So now when these zombies get really low, about I think about 20% I've seen roughly, that's when they actually start moving like grandmas. Like they take forever to turn around. So here, I know they're hurt, but I know some they're coming at. Now it's making it a lot easier to actually group these up for the final kill. Now they're all running slow, so I can just really slow them down. All the ones that are like going super fast, I can just mess with them. Like it's easy. Now I can sit here AoEing, just chilling and grilling. Now when pulled, that's not a big deal. Next thing I can do here is I can go do this, pop that, do this, and just keep AoEing here. Now if you have a bunch of them, even if they're like they're 2 HP, don't do that. Just go for another Blizzard and be safe, because you're really close to actually getting the end reward here. Now I have this whole line of just mobs I can just loot consistently here. And right now we're at 10 minutes, which isn't bad considering how to get all these mobs lined up and everything, but we pulled most of them. Now usually you'll have one mob that's there, usually, but I got really unlucky on this run, so it's what happens. Like, now you could go over and do the pull where you just get, like, you go over on the left side of it and then you like run around here. But I've had a lot of issues where like if you jump on the side things, like these little, not side things, but I guess like these little obstacles in the way that are part of the building, they will just completely throw off what you're trying to do, and like actually might just like de-aggro them because they'll just evade. Oh, fucking really wish you could get rid of the stress beacon, but it'll help out a lot if you can just like pull from here, pull these two, and drop down. Now I'm warning you guys heavily here. Like when you're pulling, do not. I'm actually gonna pause this here because now we're set on time. Like you pretty much fit in 5 runs. That's perfect. Um, the issue is, I will say, is like when you're doing this, be very careful, because if you're like here, like these mobs might look at you stupid. I think I might be able to replicate this here. Oh, can I? Yeah, see? Like, if you run the certain spots here, they'll sit here, look stupid, and then they'll just de-aggro. And that's really not what you want to do here. So, again, be very careful. I didn't loot these? Okay. Um, Now, obviously, if you need to reset really quick, these guys will follow you up here. So, you have to keep running here, like, just run through these. And as soon as you're, like, good, you just drop back down to the same exact spot and just restart from there. Not a big deal. If you really have to reset it, it's easy. So, the XP I was getting from this, if you have rested XP, this, like, that's anything with, like, a mage AoE leveling or just grinding mobs, it will be substantially faster. So, if you have a mage ult that you're trying to level, like, you know, slowly, but, like, you know, you kind of want to level it soon, like, before, you know, BC comes out, let that thing, like, collect rested XP and, like, the gadgets in, and then just come back out here to, like, to do this is nuts. Like, the XP I was getting, like, I think I got 40% in under 30 minutes. When I was like level 50. And these mobs are like 43 now, so I'm not really getting a lot. I got, I think, about 10% from that pull, which isn't bad. So, now, if you have Hearth up, I'd probably Hearth when your inventory gets full so you can reset at the same time. But if not, it's very simple. You just gotta get out from here. What I actually suggest doing, which I forgot to do, is put up ice armor, because you're about to jump out. Same with barrier and everything else. But generally when you're heading out, it's not as difficult. So, that's pretty much it. That's my guide for this shit. Again, it's not like the basic guide like the person that I'm referencing, like, you know, did, but these like little optimizations you can do, especially at a higher level, because really, it's very unlucky and like, just, it's not like, or it's basically not likely. Holy shit, I'm stammering. It's not likely, and this guy really has some shit luck to like end up pulling the whole place and getting dazed and everything. There's a few resets you can do. And as a mage, you have a lot of shit you can use. Like you don't really need the cold snap ever. So cold snap's perfectly fine to do. So you basically have double ice barrier, double nova, and double ice block. Like if you can't get to reset point in between here and there, you got to figure out what you're doing wrong. But that's it for this guide. I'm gonna keep doing this, get 53, and maybe I'll find out another guide from here for AoE and dungeons. So thank you for watching, and